weeks ago and making this the biggest fight in Iowa history. Thank you for everything you did in this state. I don't know why they saved the lawyer for last to talk about the civil rights law. I really don't. But let me talk about what that fight meant. That bill did a hell of a lot more than deal with bathrooms and whatever the heck that they talk about. We introduced 3 amendments on the floor that were focused on making sure that protections related to housing, protections related to have access to finance and credit, and access to protections for employment were added back into the bill. And they voted every single one of them down. Why?
Cowards!
Because that bill was more than just what they claimed. That bill was meant to strip the rights of trans Iowans across the state. It was meant to rip away the identity of people in this room. It was mean-spirited. And what it was, and I'll summarize this succinctly, and I got a point of order from it on the floor last week, it was a bullshit bill. But I want to take a little time, a little point of privilege, a little bit, to explain what that debate will mean for me in the future, though. I won't remember what happened before. I won't remember it because what I will remember, I haven't actually told the story yet, was after the vote was done, and we had lost, I had a letter sent in to me. What happens up here is if somebody wants to pull you out, you send in a letter. It was from a trans activist who I had only talked to 2 times before that. When they brought me out, they were crying. Without saying a word, I embraced them, hugged them. And they cried into my chest. For 30 to 40 seconds, we didn't say a word. And I started crying myself. Because that's what that bill did. What it did was harm people throughout the state. What it did was create hate. And put a very small, vulnerable people, a group of people, and just through the tyranny of the majority, just squash them and make them feel like they don't belong. But you do belong. Every single trans Iowan belongs. Everyone in this room belongs. You belong here. You belong in this capital. You belong in this state. And we will all fight to make sure that that is remembered throughout this state. We will not rest until all Iowans feel free and feel like they belong in this state. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much.